he wouldn't want, quote, such a hothead with his finger on the nuclear codes. You as well have raised...
Okay, look at those stupid faces Trump is making and consider how inappropriate it is. You know, they're talking about nuclear weapons and he's making those stupid faces. But, you know, you might think, oh, he's got a great sense of humor, but Trump never laughs. Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever noticed that if you Google Trump laughing, you know, you'll get videos of people laughing at Trump, but you never actually see Trump laughing? And, you know, that's one of those tiny details where the more you think about it, the more you wonder, is there something wrong with Trump's brain? Is there something wrong with the people who follow him? Okay, so aside from that bizarre fact that Trump never laughs, which, you know, becomes more and more, you know, scary the more you think about it, I wanted to point out that Trump, you know, like Jim Jones, he had henchmen who helped him out. For example, if you listen to the FBI tape Q42, also known as the death tape, you'll realize Jim Jones didn't carry out the massacre by himself, and there's no way he could have done it by himself. And in much the same way, Trump is nothing without his enablers. You know, he cultivates his cult, and to some extent his cult cultivates itself to him. And I wanted to give you a good example of how Newsmax does it.
I can tell you this didn't happen under President Trump. And I know there's a lot of people on the left that want to try to blame President Trump. He wanted out of Afghanistan real bad. He was real frustrated not being able to get out, but he didn't pull out because he knew this would happen. In fact, we all did. I called it on this program. My 12-year-old son knew about it. And so I've got Americans there that are stuck. To me, that's a hostage situation. But Joe, I appreciate you working to get them out. I really do. And I wish you all luck in the world.
With due respect,
thank you for...
with due respect, Grant, I mean, like, veterans, you know, being one, right, and our friends are over there.
Right.
We followed this closely from multiple administrations, and we know that Trump's administration's efforts here were fairly weak, that they were trying to limit the number of people that would get out, and so there was coordination problems.
Joe, I'm gonna cut you. I'm already weak. I'm already low on time, Joe. Cut him off, please. Cut him off now. Cut him off now. You're not going to blame this on President Trump on my show. That's not happening. Now, I appreciate the work that you're doing. God bless you for being a veteran. God bless you for trying to get Americans out. But don't come on this program and take the talking points of the left and blame President Trump. That's not helping anybody. The Biden administration screwed this up from the very start. You know it. I know it. The country knows it. And to call them not hostages, I don't know how you don't call them hostages. They're stuck in Afghanistan with a country overrun with terrorists that are willing to kill them all. I'm mad about that, man. I really am. All right. We're going to slow it down because we've got a real hero coming up. That man's a real hero, too. He served.
Okay, does anybody think that wasn't cult-like? Like, if this guy was down at Jonestown, you know, he'd be one of those guys who was putting guns to people's heads and making them drink the Kool-Aid. So anyways, you know, let's remember Trump is a cult leader, but a cult leader always has his henchmen.